Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hopefully I'm not rambling on and on. So you got a little more about me. I'd like to raise a family. Christmas time, Thanksgiving, Easter, it's not the same. Like I said, I've tried every type of site out there. I've ran into many scammers in the past and now. I'm not into scams. I'm not into deceiving. That's the other thing I wanted to raise a family also is a lot of the male to females. I'm male to female, classify as female. A lot of male to female transsexuals go deep stealth. They have excess cosmetic surgery. So they could look genetic. Then they think they're better than genetic women that can have kids and etc. And then they go and try to say some bogus story like they can't get pregnant because they don't have a uterus or they weren't born with this part or that part, but their body's complete. So they get a guy, they have intercourse and, well, get married and he never knows. Those are the ones that I don't like, and I'm against them, so the transgendered community hates me for that part because I'm against deceit, and I want to raise a family to say, do not deceit, follow the path of God. Other things I dislike is the transgendered community. For example, this is another thing I want to say. A lot of transgendered people hate me for being myself. I can say anyone on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, that I'm interested in raising a family. Some people say that's cool. Some people say that's a bad idea. Whatever. I can post tablet info on tablet PCs. I can make general chit-chat at the grocery store. No problem. So far, I haven't had any luck with any of the ladies here in town. They're mostly Spanish, but I even looked at that as an option. But anyways, I've tried a lot of options out there. I just think that when you're yourself, you should teach children to be themselves and not try to be something that they're not. Or, let them, growing up, from baby up to 18, teach them the right way so they don't do anything stupid. Whereas nowadays I hear, well, you're a man because you smoke a pipe. Yeah, well, let me show you something. This is one of my favorite smokers, okay? I'm a pipe smoker. I pack this up with pipe tobacco and I have a good smoke now and then. I also smoke other pipes. It's one of my hobbies is collecting pipes and knowing pipe collectors around the world. I collect video games. I play video games. I read. I like music. I like music CDs. So technically, I think a person should be themselves through and through. They shouldn't hide who they are. So that's the other thing in this world, And, like for example, Andie MacDowell, she's a pipe smoker. She's herself. There's other females out there. Look at Nana Iverson. She's a custom pipe maker. People say a woman shouldn't be making pipes. So just teaching someone to be themselves is what I think is in the world, And I want to spend Christmas Day with the family, and, I want to fulfill my mother's wishes, but I have a lot of people out there being negative saying, well, you shouldn't do this or that. Yeah. Being disabled, truthfully, they think you have sex with a woman, the woman will give birth to a disabled child. That's not true. You could take two disabled people, like my uncle and my aunt. They come out with a child who's got an IQ of almost 200 that's a genius. And then you sit there and wonder, this guy can live normally. Them two can too, but, it just depends. It's all like Mythbusters, or Ripley's Believe It or Not. Like I said, I'm a computer nerd. I like my email. I like my video blogging. I like doing tech news. This is the stuff right now that keeps me going while I sit and do and wait, as one of my reverend friends said, and being patient. Yeah. She said, just be patient and things will happen. Well, I'm being patient. I'm also looking at different options, like Facebook, or Are You Interested, or other options, I'm just looking at different options. I have a friend of mine, for example. She's lesbian, sweet girl. She, I think, disowned me because I was her backup plan. She couldn't have any more children. She wanted me to help raise her own, but her girlfriend was cheating on her, and they broke apart. She went her one way. The girl went back. Her fiance went to Oregon again, ex-fiance. They're split apart. My friend dissolved her Facebook account, YouTube, MySpace, everything. Doesn't want anything to do with the net right now. Doesn't even want to know me because I was shopping for someone to help raise a family. Now, the moral of the story is you don't ditch your friends, no matter what. If you know someone murdered someone, well, you can still be friends with them, but you can always give them the counseling they need, even if they're in prison, and say, hey, have you learned your lesson? Blah, 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 you know. Be open. This person here just threw away my friendship, because she recommended I try finding a woman on Craigslist. I never went with Craigslist because I didn't really trust Craigslist. I didn't feel comfortable with Craigslist. Frankly, I thought Craigslist was, well, Craigslist, you know? So, but basically, yeah. So, like I said, right now my hobbies are including Facebook, which I'm always on there. I have multiple computers. I want to get a tablet PC, an Android, probably for my Christmas present, or my best friend said he might help. You know, we're best buds, so we get each other Christmas presents, since, you know, his family is in Cleveland. Well, his dad's a hermit, literally a hermit. So, his dad didn't want kids. That's another reason he was saying if there's two women, there still could be a dad in the picture, because, you know, he loves kids and he's just too cool. His hobbies are video games too, like me. So, but yeah, like I said, right now my heart's empty. I'm lonely. I've lost my mother. I've lost 4 family members. Basically, one of the polls I did make was about greed. Well, my friend in India that knows a friend wanted $100,000 to have a baby. Well, he actually said the price went down a lot. Really a lot. I have connections where I could probably get her into the country to help raise the family if she wanted after, you know, getting pregnant. So I have offered that option. So I don't know where it will lead, but that was one of the things, you know, the baby clinics. I got a friend of mine who's checking out from another state. They got ideas. So, you know, but it's just, I'm just being patient. But my heart's empty. My mother's died. I've lost my sister in Alaska because of greed. That's what I was to say. The poll was about greedy people and how the world is. I know a lot of reverends are not greedy. 99% of them plus. So on top of that part, there's more. I've had 2 sisters being purely greedy. They decided to take everything that I was supposed to dole out to the family. They took it all for themselves and said, piss off, here's a few pictures. We won't go any more into details on that. Then the one sister who disowned me bragged and said, you know, I've screwed Rita over many times over in the past, and I'm proud of it, and I like screwing Rita over again. She disowned me because, well, it's her. So I had 2 sisters. The nephew, the one I raised, he went straight for his mom, and basically, you know, it was like, well, I'm a piece of crap because of, you know, different things. His mom brainwashed him, basically. We won't go into details, but that was the 3rd one. And then the uncle, my mom's brother, same thing. So, technically, with all of that, you know, I only got my best bud, and I'm getting to the point where I'd like to settle down, raise a family, and, you know, do everything normally, you know, that a family would. Get them off to school, watch movies with them. I mean, let me upload this and I'll do the final part. Please leave suggestions and comments in the box.